Hi, everybody. This is Paul Cooper with part 3 of the LinkedIn series. I'm going to cover a little bit more on how to contact people and kind of a general message that I would put out. Then I'm also going to talk about some downsides to LinkedIn, and that'll probably wrap up this episode for the LinkedIn series. So we're back on the page from last time where I was looking up note investors. Jessica Rodriguez here, so we're going to go ahead and reach out to her. So you click connect. Now, if you want to be lazy, then you can just hit send now. And at this point, since I actually have a lot of connections and my page is filled out, there's probably a pretty good chance that she would just go ahead and connect. But if you're starting off and you don't have much going on, you don't have many connections, and certainly if you don't have anything on your page, you need to get a profile picture. You need to fill out your profile out to at least some basic extent. Put up a picture of you, put up a background picture, do something. And then you'll want to hit add a note. And then this is the part where you can make a personal message, or where you'd paste in a template. And so I'd say, hi Jessica. And just hi Jessica, I'm the manager, of whatever your company is. We buy non-performing notes throughout the U.S. most major metroplexes. And since she is an investor, we say, hey, we joint venture with our investors to provide elevated returns. Something real basic, just kind of what you do, and a call to action. If you'd like to learn more, I'd love to hear from you, something like that. About notes, what we do. See? Can't even finish my message because we're all maxed out on the characters. It's not much space, folks, so you need to practice and actually have it down so you can get this in quick, and so you're not thinking like I am right now, wasting time. So we'll just delete that last sentence and we'll put regards. Alright, so we got, hi Jessica, I'm the manager of Totes and Notes. We buy non-performing notes throughout the U.S. and most major metroplexes. We joint venture with our investors to provide elevated returns. If you'd like to learn more about notes and what we do, then please reach out to me. Regards, Paul. Very straightforward, to the point. So we'll send that out. Now let's say I wanted that to be my basic message. Then what I could do, let's see here. Well, it looks like I may have too many invitations out and it didn't send it to her. See here where it still says connect. When you do that a bunch and it doesn't update, we can try refreshing it, but I think what's happening is I have so many invitations out that I've kind of maxed it out. Oh, nope, I sent it. Cool. Let's see if the message... Now what you can do, if you can't find your template, if you have it saved somewhere and you just can't find it or whatever, what you can do is if you send it to other people and they connected with you, you can click on them and it'll pull up, so this guy reached out to me and I connected with him just because he sent the invitation, so there's no message here from me. But if I had, then it would be up here and you can copy that and then start pasting it into other ones if you forget where it's at, or you delete it, or you never saved it to begin with. So that's an easy way to do that. I'm probably not going to find any of mine just because everyone's send out invitations to me, and I'm not sending them out right now. But so that's a bit something basic that you'll want to do for account managers. You'd want to do something a little bit different, have a little bit of a different message. Now we're going to talk about kind of one of the downsides to LinkedIn. The big thing is my network. What I've got 8,700 connections. Like, oh, that's great. Most of these people aren't going to invest with you. They're not going to sell to you. That you're not going to buy from them. A lot of it's just going to be kind of garbage. You're never really going to do anything. It's just a number out here for you and a number for them. And then you get the other people, which are going to be all the joker brokers and unprofessionals that are going to be reaching out to you. You're going to get a lot of spam. I get tons of spam almost every day. We can go look at my message. I'm sure there's someone, biggest, business opportunity ever for real estate investors. Maybe good, maybe not. I get spammed all the time by people wanting to do my social media, advertising, marketing, people that want to loan me money, do business loans, and a lot of that stuff, it's kind of like if someone was cold calling me, trying to sell me something at home. I'm generally not going to buy from you or work with you if you're cold calling me or cold contacting me. It's pretty rare that someone's going to contact me with something that I'm just in the market for out of the blue. And I'll be like, oh, well, I'm going to buy from you or learn from you. It may pique my interest and I may look a little bit further into it. But, like people calling, stockbrokers call me, oh, invest with me. If I'm not initiating that professional relationship, I'm probably not going to be interested in it. So you're going to get a lot of that. And, these people are trying to make money. We're trying to work with them, either buy from them or get them to invest with us. So I get it. It's not that big a deal. And generally, you're not going to have the same person keep spamming you. If you do that, then you just, you block them. And then you're going to get all the joker brokers for real estate. It's a big business for them. It's really annoying. They will waste a lot of your time. Some signs of it will be, I'm direct to someone at the bank or the hedge fund. Well, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I've been dealing with a joker broker the past few days. I'm not going to say his name, but luckily I kind of knew ahead of time that he was a joker broker, so I really only wasted maybe 20 minutes on the phone with him. As soon as I talked to him, and then, he's like, oh, well, he's trying to make a square peg fit in a round hole. I invested notes. I explained that to him. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he gets me on the phone. He gets this crazy conference call where he's trying to get me to buy midterm notes that are corporate bonds. I told him ahead of time that I only buy non-performing first position mortgages for residential and commercial. And then he just happens to know someone who's selling corporate bonds. I get on the phone with about 5 different people, and then they try to get me directly to the trade desk, and the whole time I'm just asking, what's going on here? And they're like, oh, well, let's get him on and explain it. That's not my business. That's not what I want. And then, a few days later, after not following up with me like he said he would, he sends me a couple tapes for Florida and California properties. The tapes were completely scrubbed. It had the address and the price they wanted. That was it. It didn't have the UPB, the type of mortgage, or anything on there. There was literally nothing I could do. I could pull up pictures of a property, like, oh, that looks nice, and they could be like, oh, well, we want $100,000 for it. Well, they may want $100,000 for it, but it could be the UPB's like at 110 or something, and it hasn't performed forever. So it was just completely useless. I had to spend time with him on the phone today because he called me. My wife answered instead of hanging up on him, and basically explained to him that I wasn't interested, and that he, I was like, dude, it's coming across like you don't know what you're talking about. So you'll get a lot of that on LinkedIn, unfortunately. Another way to tell is, like I was talking about in our last video, you see someone that has 50 different job titles or businesses, they've got so many plates they're spinning. That's probably a joker broker if they're trying to broker stuff to you. It doesn't say vice president, chief credit officer at Wells Fargo or some other bank. The real good asset managers, that's going to be what they do. Maybe they'll have a hobby or something else on the side. Maybe they'll say they're an investor, but they're really only going to have the one title. They're not going to have, I do I'm a realtor. I do real estate investing. I also sell this and that. That's another good way to tell. They'll send you bad lists. If you can tell, sometimes you can look at the Excel form. It'll say modified, last date modified, and it'll be really old. You start doing this enough, you start recognizing some tapes. And don't be afraid to ask these people who they work with or for. If they're not direct and they're having to do a bunch of daisy chain crap, just politely cut them off. This guy that I was talking about, he was telling me he'll get me on the phone with someone, and that person's direct. And I was like, well, dude, I'm not interested in daisy chain stuff. And he's like, no, this isn't daisy chain. I was like, buddy, if you're not direct and you're not and your guy's direct but not at the bank, like, this is a two-person daisy chain to the direct person that I want to talk to by definition. So you got to watch out for that. If they're really sloppy, you'll be able to see that because it's just, CC'd to a bunch of people, or it'll be someone forwarded, sent to them, and then they'll just straight forward it to you. Don't waste your time on that. It may work out, but it's probably not. They're going to ask you for a letter of intent, proof of funds, and all this other garbage before you ever see anything good. You just be really mindful of that. That's one of the downsides of doing LinkedIn, is not everyone's vetted, so it's up to you to really vet the sources. Let's see. I think that's about it for this video. Was just kind of showing you a basic template and message that I'd put out, and just really wanted to hammer home, folks, be careful who you're spending time with on LinkedIn, who's reaching out to you, because most of them, are not going to amount to anything, whether you're buying or selling to them or they're investing with you. And you want to be careful. You don't want to waste your time and money doing due diligence on deals and with people that you're never going to close with, or people that are going to try to rip you off. So be cautious about that. If you're ever concerned, make sure to vet the people, ask who they've worked with, get them on the phone and talk to them. And that should be it. I look forward to seeing you all in part 4. Take care.